The Southern governors had a meeting. What did the presidency do? Reacted violently, and suddenly all those who were shooting widely, all their snipers came out. Now the man, who I don't know where he belongs, this country or another country, came out to say we have the numbers. And then the premium meeting, which is the meeting of the governors, that now brought in the respected traditional rulers. And in one sentence, destroyed the national image of the Sultan of Sokoto, came out to now challenge the South. Does it make sense? The Sultan has a preeminent position. And in all their meetings, you see people giving way to him at national level. The next meeting, they will challenge his right to preside. On the issue of the governors, I think there is more noise in what they didn't say than in what they said. How do I mean? Plateau State was just burning the week before. Kaduna State was burning even as the meeting was going on. Absolute silence on those things. All they are interested in is power. In other words, the northern governors, those who were there, forget this nonsense about being unanimous. It was never unanimous. Came there, started talking in a way that I can describe as talking down on people. Our Constitution is very clear. Section 15 of the Constitution, under the fundamental rights, for everybody, the non-justiciable. 15.4, the state shall have or foster a feeling of belonging for everybody. And there should be no discrimination. In other words, everybody is free to aspire. But the political arrangement of making sure that power goes round is what I would say without any fear of contradiction. PDP got it right, practiced it, which is 6 zones. APC came in with 2 zones. Even at this moment, what the northern governors are saying, you cannot tell us you must have power from there. Who do they think they are? In other words, the southern governors are less in quality than these northern governors, including Plateau State, where the governor is on one side, these people are on the other side. So let me state it clearly. Those northern governors were on a frolic of their own. They were not trying to cement the unity of this country. They were not trying to do anything to quench the dissent. All they were doing is cause confusion, like Ambassador Kwande said. And it was in cahoots with the presidency. If you remember, Attorney General was busy equating open grazing to selling spare parts and questioning why we should even talk about presidency coming to the South. And in this country, you ask yourself, is the president going to be president of Nigeria or the president of Northern Nigeria? If the president of 2023 is going to be president of Nigeria, then whatever comes around must go around. So, without any equivocation, those governors really destroyed the tiny thread that has been holding us. That's on the issue of 2023. What about the sharp wound of open grazing? In a simple language, Hawa will go to her place, plant things when it is due for maturing. One man, one small boy carrying AK-47 will bring in his cattle, and they destroy what she has been doing for the past 1 year. And if she talks, the AK-47 will come out. If she reports to the police, they say, well, live with your brother. That's what your president said. And the governors are there fighting those making laws against open grazing. In a situation where governor of Kano State has said, come over to Kano, I'll give you land for ranching. Governor of Katsina State made it very clear, no open grazing in, I think, 2/3 of the state. They are all crying. Benue State is now covered in blood. Why? Because the police there will not operate in accordance with justice and equity. Taraba State is a no-go area. You kill me, I kill you. That's what they're practicing there. Adamawa State, they stand their ground. So all those troublemakers have been shifted to the south to cause confusion. Then you talk of a group of governors coming back to support those criminals. Yes, they talk of insecurity, but in general terms. And as far as I'm concerned, the governors are doing well. The president is doing well. But the people are suffering, and that's the raw truth. Well, let me tell you something about Dr. Chika Akoyele. I've always known him to be a perfect gentleman, a medical doctor, concentrating on his practice. And a few days ago, he held the memorial service for his wife, Dora Akoyele. And then he was killed in a brutal way. Let me just put it bluntly. He was a victim of assassination. In other words, they identified him wrongly. From what I gathered, it was a case of mistaken person. They were looking for another person. They saw him. He looked like him. That's what I heard. But whether it is him or another person, I condemn it without reservations. You cannot create life, so why should you take life? And the person who pulled the trigger probably is one layabout. And what is the situation in Anambra? Let me zero in on Anambra. The unknown gunmen, as we call them, are in action in Anambra State. And what is the objective? That there shall be no election. That's what is going on. They don't want any election in Anambra State. And those who don't want election are making the state ungovernable. All the thugs you can think of are rushing to Anambra because there is a job to be done. There is employment. And if you ask a policeman in an area, he will tell you who are the bad boys. But ask him again which of them are active now, he will tell you they're hiding. Because these current gunmen are not the ordinary gunmen. Definitely they are not Igbos. They are people who kill for pleasure. Give them money and they're happy. And when they kill, they also bring you pictures as proof. They even play soccer. They play football with human head. That is gruesome, and I condemn it. Then in the whole of the Southeast, the issue of presidency coming to the Southeast up to April was what destroyed the harmony and the peace of the Southeast. Suddenly they knew that if they didn't create this air, if they didn't create synchronized violence, then the rest of the country will flow with Southeast. So believe me, believe you me, Southeast is still a peaceful state. Every day vehicles go to Southeast from all parts of Nigeria. Every day vehicles travel from Southeast to all parts of Nigeria. And if we do that, then where is the violence? If it is not synchronized. It is targeted at a conclusion, make the East look ungovernable. Beginning with Anambra State, they want to make sure there's no election in Anambra State. And that's the whole. Unfortunately, Dr. Akoyele fell victim to this shenanigan that is going on. That is wrong. And I urge any man or woman of goodwill, please stand up and condemn it. And if you're one of those financing this assassination, financing all this violence, please go home. Take the gun and put it on your own head. Then you can understand what death means.